Hello everyone, welcome to another theory, and it's going to be your third theory on this channel, and it's going to be about Bendy and the ink machine. Now, I have two theories. One that, one theory and one that pretty much is basically true if you look at the evidence right. But the first theory that is actually a theory is that many people speculate that Bendy that's in the game, the ink Bendy, is actually Joey Drew, the creator, well, quote-unquote creator of most of this, and if he's Bendy, Joey Drew himself wanted to create all of these creations with the ink machine for fame and fortune, but this doesn't end up working, as we all know. But now, if Bendy is Joey and Bendy kills everything he sees in the game, then does that mean that Joey is trying to stop what he's created and try to become good, even though what we've seen throughout the game that he's a bad person? I don't know, but he does destroy everything that he has wanted and tried so hard to create in the game. Another theory, actually I have three theories, but another theory, well, not really a theory, these two other things aren't really theories, they're just things I'm throwing out there because they make sense. Another theory is, well, everything in the game can be reborn. You can just take it, put it back in the ink machine, and then it comes out again as the same thing. So, does that mean that even though we killed Bendy in the end of the game, that he can come back to life? And, in fact, everything that's been killed in the game, like Alice, the projectionist, and all the little, ink monsters we've killed, they can all come back to life, right? You can just put them all in the machine. And, the last theory I have for today is, well, we know that Joey Drew Studios and stuff like that starts growing, and started, basically, it was created around that time. That's when it started growing, around 1930s, the 1930s, and in the letter that Joey has sent Henry, we can see it says 30 years later. After 1930. That means we would be placed in 1960. But that doesn't make sense. How did he get this technology? The technology to make that ink machine isn't even possible in our generation. But this is 1960. You cannot possibly expect me to believe that Joey managed to create that with the help of a few workers in 1960. And he also looks pretty old in that last cutscene. Just to be 30 years older than what he already was. Unless he was already pretty freaking old at the time of 1930. Which, that's impressive. But, if he already was that old, I'm surprised. But, yeah, I think that's all the theories to today. I mentioned how Joey's trying to stop his creations. I've mentioned how you can revive any monster, an ink creation, if you just put him back in the machine. And I mentioned how this timeline is maybe beyond 30 years, more than we expected. So, yeah, I hope you think about that. Just let it ramble on your brain. And, I'll see you next time. If you had a theory, if you come up with another theory inspired by this one, please make sure to mention me and that this was originally my theory. Alright. So, see ya.